Hey, welcome to the Relentless Positivity Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Martin. I want to tell you a story about my business. How about that? Because I can't believe it, but we just celebrated 16 years in business. The original name of my business was Huntsville Adventure Boot Camp. It was a franchise I bought into. It was amazing, but it was time to change after a few years because it didn't reflect what we did anymore. So Relentless Positivity Fitness, much more fitting name, so we switched to that. You know, I mean, it's crazy. 16 years. I mean, I've just had so many memories from over the years. Thought I'm sharing with you today because you have your own podcast. That's what you do. You do whatever you want, right? And you can choose not to listen. And a lot of people do. All right. So we're going to talk about it today. So, 16 years ago, I was working full time at Redstone Arsenal. It's a military base right here in Huntsville, Alabama. I was also working part time at Huntsville Hospital. I was coaching football at a middle school, and I was training private clients in their homes. So I was working sun up to sundown, trying to make ends meet, and things were going well. It was fine by me. I was enjoying what I did, but I felt like I could do more, that I was meant to do more. And also I needed to find a way to spend more time with my family. My son was really young, and I wasn't going to miss him growing up. So I figured out something that I had to start looking around, and my dad's the one that started the whole thing. He said, "Hey, have you ever heard of these boot camp things, these fitness boot camps? I think you'd be really good at that." And he gave me the idea. He supported me however, whenever I needed. He encouraged me, never doubted me. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate you. So I started with one 5:30 a.m. class. And it was my dream to have a place where women could lift each other up and inspire each other and make lifelong friends and just get a dose of positivity in their lives. And it's been a huge blessing in my life to see that actually happen, to come to fruition. And man, they've been there for each other so much. I've seen my clients help each other get through cancer, surgeries, depression, substance abuse, loss of parents, loss of children, loss of siblings, loss of spouse, divorce. They've lost jobs, they've gone through furloughs, pandemics. I made him do burpees there for several years. My bad. I know better now. My bad. No more burpees. And they also played a huge part in helping me get through the loss of my brother. And over the years, I've seen lifelong friendships be formed right in class. There's strangers doing strange exercise 1 minute, and then next day they're BFFs. That's pretty cool to see. When I was coming up with the blueprint of how I wanted my classes to run, I thought about my mom, and she's the one I modeled the class after, and how to go about treating people. The majority of people who come to my classes are moms. These classes are just for women. And I would ask myself, how would I want another coach to treat my mom? And I treat my clients accordingly. I would always have a level of fitness that fits what they want to do, keeps them healthy, safe, and strong. Safe first, not what I want. I want to keep them safe, and everybody will get results. Nobody will get left behind. I didn't want anyone to ever feel like they didn't belong or they couldn't keep up or anything like that. And also, whenever someone kind of feels intimidated about my class, I'd always tell them, well, my mom comes. That's been helpful. So, by supporting me over the years, my clients have helped me build houses in Nicaragua. We've closed foster kids. We've clothed, fed, and given transportation to our local homeless population. We've kept homeless families together. We've given veterans health care, given money, clothes, food, and home repairs to tornado victims, provided school supplies for kids who desperately needed them, money for brain cancer research. We helped flood victims. Dogs get adopted, provided hope and happiness to kids with brain cancer, help young girls get mentors. We've provided money for breast cancer research and experiences for breast cancer survivors. And that's just stuff I'd come off with off the top of my head this morning. I'm just surrounded by a bunch of givers. They're awesome people. And that's also the beauty of a local small business. There's no red tape, no asking for permission. I am completely allowed to give all my money away. I don't have to ask anybody. So, and just some of the numbers, we've had over 1,500 women come through our classes over the years. We've had over 11,000 classes and changed thousands of lives, not thousands of lives, countless lives. Let's go with that. I can't count them. Who knows? So those numbers are just crazy to me, though. I never thought I would own a business, much less one that's had so much of an impact to so many lives, especially my own. And thank you. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Or if you read my email, or you come to class, or you trained with me online, or you've just told someone about what we do, or you bought my book, or just give me an encouraging word. A word. I mean, it means the world to me that people reach out and encourage me, because I desperately need it too. That's what I do. I encourage others, but man, sometimes I need it too. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for tuning in. If you've supported me over the years, you've changed my life, and therefore you've changed other lives too. And I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you tuning in again. We'll see you next week. I'll actually come back and give you some tips next week, but I just want to thank you and let you know, hey, it means the world to me. Have a great week.